Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in on this late live. I decided to go live today for this review because I have to get prepared for the interview tomorrow. So, hello to everyone who is popping up on this live and also to everyone who's going to watch the replay later on. Thank you. So y'all know first things first to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like the video either on your way in or your way out or while you are here. It is always greatly appreciated. Please comment in the comment section. This is supposed to be interactive, so make sure to let your opinion be known, but be respectful. Okay, you can also share this video on your social media and all that stuff. Y'all know to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Always inhale and exhale to calm down and whatnot. Okay, but yes, I'm here. Do not forget to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG and Twitter. But hey to everyone. Okay, I agree. It was a good episode. Okay. Hello. Tweet. I got my seat. It's the chirper bird you heard. Okay, cool. Like Kiki and Tisha hold on, honey, it's a lot going on around here. But hello. I'm just clicking as I'm going up. Hello, and all that stuff. But let's get into this episode, the season 3 premiere of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all know tomorrow we will be live on my channel discussing the show and things going on with Kimmy. We'll be interviewing Kimmy tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to join the Ooh Ladies First panel with me, Bondi, Niecy, and Jamie at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Sunday, okay? Sunday and stuff. This episode, I felt like it was really good. Okay, I would have been live earlier, but I had to get my thumbnails together. Y'all know I like my thumbnails and stuff. Okay, let's first discuss. And look, StreamYard been real funny acting really recently. I don't know why, so I'll pop off the screen. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Okay, but let's discuss the fashion of the interview confessionals this time. We have Tisha, Destiny, Mel, and Kimmy. I love Tisha's hair, her makeup. I think her hair and makeup look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. I do not like this metallic dress. I just don't like the color of it. I don't like it at all. I don't mind. Now let's see, Destiny. I don't mind the simple, little hot pink number or whatever. It's real simple. I think her hair and makeup also looks good. Very much so. She has been getting herself together since, her divorce. Mel and the red fiery wig. It's cute. I gotta get used to it, you know what I'm saying? The dress is like a little bit, after the wedding, bedroom type thing or whatnot. A lot of boob, a lot of cleavage, but again, she's a whole grown woman. Whatever is fine. I love I love this emerald green dress. Love it. Now see, this is an example of her wig. This is not a U-turn wig. Okay, y'all know I hate them wigs that be a middle part and they turn it. I don't like it. This to me is an actual hairpiece wig that was supposed to be with a side part. I love Kimmy's wig. I love. That's how you do a side part wig correctly, in my opinion. Love Kimmy's makeup as well. So I think they all look great. Okay, I think they all look great and stuff. I just love how Jaylee stretches the shit out of her. The reason I do that is because I talk so fast. Sometimes I stretch things out to pronunciate it right. So that's the real reason I do that. I've always done that. But you know what I'm saying? It's fine. A friend of mine said she thinks Miss Huntsville is becoming a real housewife after watching the trailer. She thought it was more positive before, now more messy. I disagree. I don't think it's housewife level, just like Made the Better. I feel like the reason this could possibly, people can think it's like the housewife is because of how the story is going. But unlike housewife, this is how things are really going in these folks' lives. Okay, it's actual and factual cheating and divorces and babies. This is actual. This show was more real than Housewives, truth be told. So I don't mind that people think it's like Housewives, but to me, it's more real than Housewives. Okay, but again, I love their looks. Okay. Let's see, say this is a good opening season. I completely agree. Tisha looks cute here, but she looks rough on the show when I usually think she looks cute. We're gonna talk about that a little later. I like that she's looked more than her on the show. Two, I don't know what's up with her wig. I like both. You know, I like both. This show gave me life without parole. Life without parole, girl. Yes, but yes, I do think it's a more real show. But I love all of their looks. Now the men had looks too. It ain't nothing but suits or whatever. We seen Marceau, Martell, and Maurice are all these M's. I prefer Maurice's look over the other two gentlemen. I think Maurice's, I love the grayness of the suit and the pink tie. I feel like Marceau is not bad either, but it looked like he either just came from a funeral or, he about to go join his wife in a hotel room because he's a businessman. Martell always dresses like a mortician who wants to be fashionable to me. So I'm like, that's just what it is. I don't know if I would ever like anything he has on. It's the thickness of the tie, okay, and his bald little head or whatever. You want to kind of, boing 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 to him because he's on some bullshit. But yes, it's a tacky ass suit. Tacky ass suit. I don't, it's not the suit, it's how he looks in the suit, okay? It's the stuff up under the suit jacket that I don't like. He be trying to be different, but he be on some bullshit. But to me, Maurice looks the best out of the three men right here, okay? Right here, is what it is. But again, those the looks, we only seen, these people this episode. There is a new couple. We have not seen a new couple yet, but we will see what happens with that. So the episode starts off. We see Marceau and Marceau and Maurice meeting up, chit and chatting or whatever at Scott Manor. They're still trying to build on the land, but Marceau brings up how Tisha is consistently changing the plan. She wanted to change this and change that about the house and the land or whatever. So by her prolonging changing the plans, they prolong them being able to actually build on the land. Because Tisha's not that smart sometimes. Because he bring up how her main issue is she wants to hurry up and move. But we can't move if you keep changing the plans. So, you got to pick one or the other. You either want to build now or keep changing shit, and we take forever to do it. Okay. Martell clothes is always too tight. I agree. The title is, yes, it does. It's the whole Bozo the Clown ish. Okay. Miss Mayo definitely came to slay. Outfits on point, hair on point, makeup on point. All the women to me look amazing. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like Mel came with a point to prove because again, she had a whole hard last season. Husband cheated, had a baby, they got divorced or whatever. She want to come back looking good and strong, and she came back looking great. Titties out and all that stuff. But again, I think they all came. I don't like Tisha's dress, but Tisha always dressed like she's always one step off of being fashion forward. It's always like one thing she wear that I don't like. Like I love the hair, the makeup, but the dress color is what I don't like. It's too. Her skin tone is so amazingly beautiful. I would have loved her in just something of color. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of color. Metallic's a color, yes, but it's a dull color. I just wanted something better for her. Okay. Let's see what Tisha came for her husband. They didn't do. Tisha came for her husband and they did it nicely without going off on her, but let him know he be from. Oh, that's the end part. We're gonna try to. I want y'all to try to comment in order of the show because y'all bring up stuff later on. It gets me confused. So let's try to kind of let's flow with the show. Okay, let's flow with the show and stuff. Let's take them off. But again, these two chit and chatting and whatnot. And Maurice brings up how for him, Kimmy is still not sold on moving on the land, mainly because who wants to live near someone or that close to somebody when they're at odds? So Kimmy and Tisha are still at odds, which I'm not surprised about. Tisha has an issue with letting shit go. Let's just be honest about that. She likes having issues with people, and I don't know why, because it's messy, okay? And she may seem like, I don't want to be messy, but you're messy, okay? But he like, so that's the issue, and why Kimmy does not want to move there just yet. Now they both then get on discussing Martell's interview that he had on Steve Harvey on what's called the Strawberry Letter, where he, we talked about that when it happened, and I still think it was a crock of bullshit. Mainly because Martell made it seem as if, oh, I just had a little bit of an affair, okay, had a little bit of a baby, and I was like, but that ain't what happened. So both Marceau and Maurice feel like, his apology to Mel on the show was sincere. However, he'll apologize one moment and the next moment be pissed off about something and then do some bullshit or do something dumb and just won't really be able to move forward. So I love that Marceau said, the best apology is change behavior. The fact that Marceau is the voice of reason is completely shocking. Season 1 and season 2, we really couldn't stand Marceau. Okay, Marceau was on a whole bunch of bullshit. So it's weird, not weird, but it's cool that he has probably watched the show, seen how he acted, changed himself, okay? Because the best apology is change behavior. And now he isn't as bad as he was, at least during season 1 and the first half of season 2. The second half of season 2, he got a bit better, okay? And I'm like, okay, he's funny now. I can deal with him now. But again, fine. But both Marceau and Maurice still are acknowledging that Martell did something wrong, but Martell still feels as if he was wronged by what he did to someone else, and that doesn't make no damn sense. So again, I'm happy that he is, the guys are like not just blindly trying to support Martell in his bullshit, because that's what we got time for. That. Okay. Anyway, we then see Mel and Destiny. Okay, Destiny came over to talk to Mel at Mel's house or whatnot. I don't know if I'm feeling this hair. It's the comb over part, that I don't know if I like or not, because she keep having to moving out the way. So I like the color. I don't mind the dark root because it's a style. But it was this part. I'm like, I want to stop having to do that or whatever. But again, it's this wig looks much better than the blonde wig she had last season, the braided one, which I hated, the braided wig. This looked 1,000,000 times better, okay? So she said, you would not catch me in no bullshit wig, okay? It ain't gonna happen, not today, not ever. Martella's gonna end up with no friends. Ain't no friends. He ain't got no wife. He ain't got no nothing, no job, no money. Broke. I don't understand Martell. He never wants to talk about his ish, like his ish is in public. He don't mind talking about it. He just like to change the way he like to change the narrative, and I'm like, that's why it's some bullshit. I'm not feeling this here on Melody. I don't mind it. Right? It's better than before. It's better, but then you learn as you go along or whatever. Okay, but anyway, with these two friends up at chit and chatting or whatever, Mel is now divorced. The divorce is officially filed and done, and she taking time to get to know herself. Okay, I got 4 kids, I ain't got no husband, I got a whole new house. Okay, I have to figure out time for me. I ain't trying to date that much. I still think Mel dating, just not like on any kind of serious, let's discuss it level. I think she probably has people who like her and who will like take her out, but she don't like dating anybody like exclusively is what I think it is. But Desi then brings up how she had a whole lunch with Kimmy, and how Kimmy and her, had a whole lot of talk, like, because her and Kimmy had a little bit of beef. It was bullshit beef, but beef nonetheless. And so they talked because Mel told her, I think you and Kimmy would really get along. Okay, if you just talk to her like y'all are the same a little bit, y'all can be cool. And so we talked, we cool. I get it. But she was asking me some personal stuff about me and my husband or whatever, and I was like, ooh, she wants the tea. Now we all kept asking the whole last part of last season, where's the Derek? Where is Destiny's whole husband? Her and that man had just got married. They got a whole baby or whatever. So it was weird that we never saw him at all. But we all felt like, okay, maybe he just does not want to be on camera. Sometimes the husband does not sign on to be on the show, which didn't make any sense because, again, he was on the show previously. So She then said, well, actually, say I want to let you know that, me and Laderick are like, we're officially divorced. I'm like, what? Divorce? So Mel acted shocked. I don't know if Mel said that she knew that they had issues, but she did not know it was that bad because again, they weren't married that long, and if they had been divorced at that point in time for a whole month, it's like, so when was y'all married? When did that happen? How did it happen? So I was confused too. The bear cheated on Destiny. I'm not buying the name issue. Yeah, they showed some stuff from last season. How he brought up how she would not check. She would not take his last name. It's fundamental issues between them two, whatever. So we never really had an issue. He didn't even want to let her move in. It was very very weird. You know what I'm saying? Not that she definitely need to put her that wig down and it needs to be adjusted. I'm not telling with y'all. Look, don't make me try to look cold. Anyway, but I think Destiny doesn't want people in her business, even though she doesn't mind getting in other people's business. I think she is her first. This will probably be her first full season, and I think she may not have known what she got herself into, and that could be the whole thing. But Mel was surprised at the fact that y'all got divorced. Like you went through a whole divorce and did not tell me. I would have been there to help you, friend. And that's what I just wanted to be able to have my own feelings, handling myself so that when I talk to people about it, I can be fully out of it. And I was like, but you could have said something. And when she said, you had so much going on with Martell, so I just did not want to add to what you had going on. And she brought up how like when you signed Joe divorce papers, Mel, you were kind of sad, like it was a tough time for you. She said, but for me, when I signed my divorce papers, I felt free. Okay, free to do whatever I want to do. But it's because, as she said, I was not married that long. They baby is only 9 months old. Okay, so they were probably married for less. It had to be less than 2 years, probably just a year. Okay, and I'm like, girl, I just can't. I don't know what's going on. I agree, it was a pretty good season opener. Tisha worked everybody nerves. We ain't got to teach this yet, but she worked everybody nerves. Yeah, Destiny's wigs be all off on the show. She doesn't ever look polished. I didn't mind this wig. Me personally, I mean, it was a little bit weird around here, whatever else is around the edges and whatnot, but it didn't look that bad to me. It looked better than other people's wigs, but it was a quick wedding, a quick pregnancy, a quick marriage, and a quick divorce. Okay, and I felt like she did it all like quietly. So like, it was weird because she came on the show as like a newlywed who had not lived with her husband. Okay, had just then when they did move in, that was different. She then had the baby. Okay, and it brought up how he was not really helping the baby, and now y'all divorced. I'm like, damn, that was quick. Okay, but I was like, I guess so. But again, Mel, so that we can be together and help each other and be fine. I'm like, girl, please let Jesus fix that because that was a quick shit. So we do see Marceau at the office on the phone talking to the kids who want some chips or whatever, and Kimmy comes by because Tisha at this point in time she's in school, she's working whatever the kids too, and so she doesn't have that much time for her husband. And so Kimmy has been helping Marceau, and she is giving him like meal preps or whatever. She's helping him eat food and whatnot. Okay. However, because Tisha is about to finish school, Marceau, excuse me, wants to throw her a surprise graduation party. And he asks Kimmy, who we know is not on the best terms with Tisha. He asked Kimmy, can she plan the graduation party, for Tisha? She was like, no. I was like, come on, Kimmy. No, I cannot. I cannot do that for you. Not at all. Not today. Not ever. Okay, leave me alone. And I was like, this could be your way of giving an olive branch to Tisha. Fuck you, me. I don't owe her no olive branch. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. I love how Kimmy holds her ground. Kimmy don't hold them up. Okay. She's very much so. Look, I said what I said. Leave me be. Okay. I don't owe her anything. I don't owe her any olive branch. I don't have to help you clean up. No. Kimmy said, y'all had all these conversations about me, and what I've done to Kim, what I've done to Tisha, whatever, and how I'm a bad person. Where are the people who be talking about me with her. Have them do that shit. I say, let them know. Okay, not me, not today. Okay, I like Kimmy. I do too. Tisha should be grateful for Kimmy watching myself. Yes, okay. Bring your husband food to make sure he don't cheat. Let him know. I know, like Kimmy said, where yes, where they at? Okay, where her mama at? Okay, yes, Tisha's a whole straight shoot. I cannot wait to talk to her tomorrow. I was for Kimmy. We all love Kimmy. Okay, Kimmy take out the branch and beat on the Tisha out of the blade. Lord Jesus Christ, but she let him know, like, what you asking me for? Y'all do all this bullshit, then want me to help y'all? No, 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 no. What her mom at? Ask her mom, okay? I ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of compromise or whatever. She's like, look, I'll help you cook the food, but I ain't planning shit, okay? Talk to mama. I'll bring the sides or whatever. I'm like, let them know. So her thing was, I'm not going to completely say no, but I'm not going to completely do all this shit. No, leave me be. Leave me alone. Kiss my ass, okay? But then we see Tisha with her little cups. I'm like, what is she wearing? Look, Tisha looked like, it's 1987. She wants to go to the mall, to go to the arcade, to get like a word up poster or whatever, or magazine. And I'm like, it's not a bad look, but I'm wondering what did she want to look like it was the 80s, or did she think it was the current? I'm confused. I'm confused. Her fashion sometimes is like be wonky. It's like it's wonky. So I don't be knowing that much or whatever. I like her hair. I do. The ponytail, the sad pony. I'm like, what era was this supposed to be for, Tisha? I'm like, if I had a choice, who would I get fashion from? Would it be Tisha or Wanda? Honey, neither. Just go naked. Anyway, yeah. She said she dressed like a middle schooler. Yes, I probably have a whole picture of myself dressed like this. Okay, honey, she got out of one. Not got out of Wanda's closet. She could have, but she's sitting up there with her cousin, chitting, chatting, or whatever. And she thinks Marceau is planning a whole surprise party for her. So I'm gonna act surprised because but I know he's doing it. So she then brings her cousin. Asks her, was he gonna invite your family? Is he gonna invite, Kimmy or whatever? She said he gonna invite whoever he invite. I don't know, but I have not talked to Kimmy. We don't talk that much anymore. I don't talk to her about the movie stuff or Scotland or whatever because, we're not on the best of terms, but we need to at least communicate because, we have to be near each other because our husbands are best friends. I'm like, ain't our husbands brothers? Like, fuck, they're brothers, okay? But I'm at the same time, everybody is not that cool and hanging out on a regular basis with their brothers, with their husband's brother's wife, okay? It sometimes it doesn't matter. The hair and the makeup, the hair and outfit is not so much. Yeah, it's the outfit for me. Okay. I didn't just like this in 95. Honey, I know I did. I was 3 in 85. So, but like in 95 when I was, in school, I'm sure this is probably how I dressed. But Tisha thing is, Tisha kind of likes to blame Kimmy. Kimmy has an issue, whatever, and Kimmy, so because of Kimmy, we don't. I'm like, no, it's just because of you. Because of you, you are not that close with Kimmy anymore. It's because of you. You, you, you. Once you get that, it could be good, whatever. But once you then say how, because God is blessing me and he's blessing me or whatever, so there's no reason for me to hold on to ill will, to be upset and angry, whatever, or to be in an unhappy place. I'm like, but you stay in a state of unhappiness. And that's why you do what you do. You are not happy and you are seeking it elsewhere, which is fine, but you can't make it seem like anyone else drags you into that place. I'm looking like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like, none at all. So Tisha has an issue of always pointing the finger, and she never recognizes what the fuck she do. And I'm like, that's what aggravates my spirit with her. Because she loves to bring up, because she even said, if something bothers me, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to address it head on. I'm going to leave it alone, and I won't bring up the past anymore. Now, she said that I'm not going to bring up the past because God is blessing me, and I don't want to be in any unhappy place. Well, let's see if she speaks and sticks to that shit. She won't. We know she won't because she be lying. Okay, all over the place. Let's see some comments real quick. Two master degrees, which right with a child like mentality. I agree, it be some bullshit. Teacher Mammy didn't give the skills needed to understand other people's feelings, which has definitely stunted in some areas. I agree. You know, she reminds me of a 13-year-old. She does have some very childlike ness in her. Okay, and that's the nice thing I can say. Yet holding on to toxic BS is kind of crazy. Why teachers so dumb? I think that's how she was raised. I really, really do. Teachers' maturity is stuck at this level, so why not, honey? Let it stay there. But let's see. We then seen what happened after that. Oh, Martell. We don't like Martell around here. Martell is like the worst type of person because he will do the unimaginable and then feel like he has any reason or rhyme or reason to feel like he's the victim. I'm confused. Thirsty too. But he goes to meet up with Destiny at Destiny's I think she has like a beauty supply store is what it's called or whatever. But Martell is toxic, immature, untrustworthy, pathological liar. He's a bit of a psychopath. Because of his antics and his actions. Okay, yeah, stamp with Martell. Um, Not Martell and Tisha need to be together. Gutty, that'll be horrible. Okay, look. The reason my live was so late was because I refused to come on live with no graphics. I'm like, look, I'm gonna give y'all a show. Okay, I'm gonna give you a show. But thank you for also recognizing that I do this. But yeah, but Martell is up and talking to Destiny or whatever, and he brings up how I was at the school today with what's the youngest child with Mel, and it was her first day of school. Now we all know what happened. It was all over the blogs. Okay, so she's like, I saw you posted a picture, and if y'all forgot, I know I forgot to put the picture up. But I'll find it. So Martell posted a picture, okay, all on social media. And when he posted it, it pissed off a whole bunch of people, including the daughter's mother, Mel. And it's because he was mentioning Mel and his kids and their new baby. Okay, so this is what he posted. Daddy does all he can for his 5 troopers, but today's my little girl is Melania's first day of school. Hugs and kisses this little girl who's looking at it like, you don't think you're about to leave me, do you? Daddy saw each one off the same way, so 4 down, 1 to go. So when he posted this, it pissed Mel off, and Mel was like, you full of shit. How dare you, first publicly on your social media claim that 5th kid while holding my child. Okay, you had that 5th kid while being married to me, you piece of shit. So when Becky brought up how I seen it was some bullshit, Martell made it seem as if, well, I'm moving on, like we're divorced now, and the baby was, already born, and it's not like it's new. And I'm like, but what? Really? Really? I was like, yeah, that posted a whole match. Okay. Why you wait? What? Why you calling Marshall a demon just because a man cheated? He doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be. Doesn't mean he deserves to be his L. I don't think they're talking to me. I'm leave that low. I'm like, I didn't say shit, but I think that is for a commenter, not to me. But yeah, he's a gaslighter, and he knows exactly what he was doing by posting that. He knew it pissed me off, and I can appreciate Destiny wanting to. It's like my air conditioner's out. I feel like Destiny was a great friend to want to bring that up because you knew it was wrong. You knew damn well you should not have said anything about that 5th kid while holding your current children with your future ex-wife. Okay, but again, he was on some bullshit, and the fact that he felt like, well, I can claim my kids, and I can talk about my kids at all, at any time on my social media. And I'm not saying he don't have the right to acknowledge that 5th kid. He does. But it's how you did it for the first time on social media that made it be rude towards your current when they still married against male. And I feel like Martell at this point may like being the villain. He may like being the one everyone hates right now. He feeds off that energy. So I'm looking like let him do that. Let him get all the hate he wants. Right. First he wasn't even claiming that fifth kid. He wasn't. And then out the blue, he was just like, okay, I got 5 kids. And him even saying, oh, well, I do have 5 kids. I'm like, but you're doing that knowing you're doing that too. It would upset your wife. If you weren't going to 5 kid, make a whole separate post about solely that one kid. For the first time on social media. But I'm gonna leave that be. So they move on from that conversation because he like, it's my kid or whatever. I'm gonna say what I want to say. He came there because he has products that he wants to put in her store to hopefully sell. Okay. And he brings up how, he hasn't signed a contract yet, but he's going to sign this contract with his company, whatever. He'll get like 20% ownership. And it's like, wait, so you're promoting products that you don't have a contract with them yet? And he's like, wait, but I will though. But I will one day, so I'm going to just put that in here now because, like, don't worry about that. She was like, well, why would you do, like, that don't make no, like, why would you want to promote something that you are not guaranteed to get any money from? Not only that, why bring it to my store? I don't get it. This fool said I was waiting to finish my divorce before I signed anything that I would get money from. I'm looking like, oh. So deal that you, which people do, but I said, oh, Daphne is a genius because she then said, okay, that means Mel must have been the brains and Martell was the brawn because you would never want to promote and sell products that you have no stake in because you don't get paid from that shit. And I would not want anything in my store that you don't have a contract with because then that can hold me liable for whatever goes wrong. Okay. And I'm like, okay, she's smart. She like, not today. No. Not today. It's like it didn't make any sense. And I'm like, is he hearing himself? To say, don't worry about the contract. Don't worry about that or whatever. No, just let me put this random shit in your store to sell from some other company that you have nothing to do with it just yet. I was like, see, he's stupid. Okay. Martell didn't have all this mouth talking about the man woman's place while he was married. So that's next. But they chit chatting or whatever. And, they've been divorced for months at this point in time. And I was like, it's just kind of stupid. So they talk about her and LaDerrick. Is it LaDerrick or the Dark? Whatever. And, she like, that's in God saying, leave to Jesus. He's like, oh, marriage is very, very hard work. Me and Mel was together for 12 years. So, it's hard. And she then said, well, yes, it's really hard if you're trying to, balance, two women. Or I should say, it's hard. It takes work to balance two relationships because that's what he did for 12 years with Mel, and he was for 5 years with the new girl. And I'm like, what she said was actual and factual. Okay, I'm not getting with you. You were balancing two relationships, so it had to be hard. Okay, you could not focus on this one. And he then said, that's why you getting divorced. Because of your mouth. That's why me and Mel got divorced because of her. But I was like, the fuck you just... I'm like, he can't... Did you... Really? He then said, women need to allow men to be men and for women to be women. Otherwise, they're going to be alone and lonely because the only man they will get is a weak man. Martell, you are a weak man. You are a bald, strong-muscled, weak-ass man who could not handle himself in his own marriage. He then went and cheated on his wife and got himself in a whole pickle with a fifth kid. You are the weakest man on this show. And that's saying a lot because we could not stand Marceau. You weaker than him. Okay? And it's like, why, girl? Dad seems like you don't get a stiletto on your throat. Yes, stab him. Stab. Because why? Just why would you say you're getting divorced because of your mouth? And it's like, you said your opinion because I said mine. It's an issue with my mouth. And I'm like, it shows that he's a chauvinistic, musclehead asshole who needs to get punched in the throat. Okay? Where in the throat. Cause he felt I don't like Martell. I just don't. It's like someone just, punch him in the balls. So we see Mel. Mel meets up, not meets up, but Mel was at work at her office, handling deals, doing virtual meetings, holding her sleeping child, the youngest little girl. And just saying all that she has going on. And then Chris popped up for a little visit. Okay. I'm like, what's Chris doing here? Now, Chris is the one who does business with Martell, but also with Mel too. So he came back for a visit, mainly to discuss that 47-acre deal that's been going on since the beginning of the time. And he asked, like, would you be interested? Okay, because the developer wants to build land or whatever. He wants to build, I think it was homes, and he wants to know if you would want to build a few homes on the land too. She's like, oh, well, how many? Like, so within like 2 months or whatever. And so she's like, well, I know how this was like a baby of Martell's and how he felt or whatever. So I would not want his ego getting involved if I'm involved now or whatever on the land. He may get pissed. I don't want no issues. I don't have time for that bullshit. And so, Chris, I would definitely talk to Martell too, but I want to come to you first to see if you're even interested. But it's more like the developers wanted to know if you wanted to be involved. Because now Mel has the best image. Martell has completely ruined his image, and they know it looks better for their brand to have Mel attached more than Martell. And so I'm like, well, that's smart. It still gets it it still gets it on national television, so it makes sense to try to still connect to somebody on the show, and the person who has the most to gain from it would also be Mel too. And he said, so I would talk to Martell, let him know that I would not have him blindsided, so he would know, but that would be that. And, so that's fine as long as he know, because I don't want no shit. I'm not you smart. I don't mind being involved, but you're not going to drag me into no bullshit because I've already had enough going on. So again, I didn't mind this conversation. Yeah, she was for sure trying to take the high road while he wants to bring her down to the gutter. And that's the dumb part, that he really likes fighting with her as if that helps him in any way, because it doesn't. It just creates more chaos. But I'm like, again, he's stupid because he's a man. Okay. Anyway, now we see Marceau has this whole surprise party for Tisha and her graduation. We see he's invited her. Her mama wasn't there. Wanda was not there. But her daddy showed up, cousins, brothers, whatever. All kind of folk, whatever. And we see Kimmy have a conversation with Tisha's brother, right here. This is the brother, and her cousin. Okay, cousin's up here. Boom, cousin. And this is the same cousin she was talking to earlier in the episode. So, the brother then said, well, hey, hey, Kimmy, how you doing? What I'm saying? How are you and Tisha? Because I know you and Tisha has had a little bit of issue, whatever. But he also brings up how, my sister, my mama is real sensitive or whatever. So, saying, I know how I can be. And, it's like, look, I don't have an issue with Tisha. Me and Tisha had a difference of opinion, and that's all that it is, but it's not an issue on my end. And it's like, Kimmy, she got it together. Kimmy has a way of making people feel like you were real dumb to ask me, because I'm going to read you your rights. But again, her thing is, I don't have an issue with Tisha. Tisha has an issue with anyone who does not agree with her. Tisha feel like if Kimmy has her own opinion that differs from hers, then that means Kimmy is against her, and now she has to fuss with her. I'm like, you sound dumb. Tisha's really, really dumb to think that way. So the cousin then say, okay, that's cool, but I felt like you could have had her back more at the reunion. I'm like, you can tell she's regurgitating what Tisha has been saying that and out of her own mouth. And this is why. Kimmy then said the question after reunion was, if me and Tisha had discussed Mel at all. I said yes. Tisha said no. What did you want me to say? Cousin said, well, I commend you for being honest, because I do feel like you were being honest in that moment. Okay, cool. So, cousin, do you think we talked about Mel? Yes or no? Cousin then said, well, yes, I do. Okay, so shouldn't the conversation be more about why Tisha said no, not why I did not back up her lie? And I was like, oh, oh. It's like, what sense does it make for everyone to feel like Kimmy did anything wrong by telling the truth while Tisha lied? That made no sense at all. So I should lie for you? That's what you want? Why should I lie? I'm grown in these streets. Okay? I was like, y'all kind of dumb. Let's see some comments because I'm thirsty. I love Kimmy how she got together. Kimmy beginning one. Yes, I agree. Tisha definitely talked about Kimmy. Yes, she does because they were talking to Kimmy as if it was exactly what Tisha said. I was because yes, that's a little Junior Wanda. Little Junior Wanda. Kiki all dolled up for her own TV to get red, nice, nasty by Kimmy. She just stayed at home at her phone. The more Mel touched the high road, the more blessed she is. Martell Dumbass hasn't caught on yet. He is in a sunken place. I agree. Tisha is not emotionally intelligent or self-aware. She is not. Where did the family, in their opinion, come from? Honey, from the other side of the tracks. So I think it came from. But Kimmy was like, y'all asking me about my beef with her, but what y'all saying ain't making no sense. Because, cousin, you think I told the truth. What else should I have done? How do you think I should have backed her up? You can tell Tisha just kept saying they should have backed me up. They should have backed me up because she had no reason to say why she's girl. Tisha made sure of that. Okay, to make things was up. And they all look dumb. Okay, so now the cousins and the brother look dumb too. Anyway, Tisha get there. She does really act surprised at all, either because she knew it was coming. And I'm like, did she not like her family? What's going on? Because she just walked in like, oh, that's where it came from. But it was weird because I'm like, she just didn't seem happy to be there. Hey y'all, okay, yeah, okay. She gave a little speech about how happy she was that Marceau planned a party, but not so much as to, that she was happy in general. She brings up to Marceau, she felt like he probably planned a party at a time where her mama was out, my mama wasn't around. Cause no one likes your mama but you. Okay, this you. You like your mama, your brother like your mama. We don't care about Miss Wanda. We wish her the best. Bless her heart. But she can go over there somewhere. Over there. Okay. Anyway, so she said thank you. He gave her, was it a Rolex watch? A nice little Rolex watch. And whatever. She brought up how supportive he is. I'm like, oh, is he supportive now? But again, Tisha be on some bullshit all the time. The fact that we then see they start eating or whatever. The fact that an uncle, and I'm like, wait, look, the uncle, the brother, the cousin, and like two other family members was like, no, you said, Marceau, that Tisha was raised on the other side of the tracks, and I'm like, but y'all look like, and y'all were acting like people who, if there was some tracks, y'all was from over there on the other side. I'm like, why are y'all fussing about something? He then said, okay, if y'all was raised over there, I was homeless. So she had it better than me. So I'm like, right, why is this girl? Yes, the uncle with blonde hair. First of all, I thought, I'm like, oh, so that's a random crackhead uncle. He looked a little bit crackish to me. I'm gonna leave that be. But again, I ain't care. So we then see Tisha and Kimmy have a whole conversation where they at, boom, up, because they talk. And Tisha is told by Kimmy, like, I had a whole talk with your cousin, your brother, whatever. It was some bullshit, but I'm gonna leave that be. However, I don't have an issue with you. But I feel you have an issue with me, but I don't have one with you, whatever. Not you just we don't see shit the same way, and that's what it is. Tisha, who was like, I didn't have sisters, so I clung to you, and you saying I expected stuff from you, and when I didn't get it, that was my issue. How is your issue that you wanted someone to do something you wanted them to do, and because they didn't do what you want them to do, you feel like they don't care about you because what you want, you can't get. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? You are too old with too many kids, too many husbands with this one husband to feel that way. No one owes you shit, Tisha. Kimmy was not born and raised to be your step-in sister. Sisters are different. They have different bonds. You wanted a close-knit bond with somebody who was not made to be your, step in, my buddy, wherever I go. No, it ain't what happens, not my buddy and me, bitch. So why are you acting like Kimmy did something wrong? Okay, it was just it was bullshit, okay? And Kimmy, like, I've never told you I don't care how you feel. We just have a different opinion on shit, and I don't understand why you feel how you feel, but I don't not care for you. That ain't what it is or whatever. But it was like Tisha had, when you showed me by not calling me, okay, by not wanting to go out, by I'm like, bitch, not wanting to do the fact that you upset that someone ain't out here trying to hang out with you in these streets, bitch, fuck you, okay, because it's not Kimmy's job, and I feel like how can you say things out your mouth and not realize that sounds crazy? That sounds insane. Yes, you sound crazy. And if she had a real reason to have an issue with Kimmy, I would get that. But you have no real reason besides what you want from her. Makes no sense. None at all. Yeah, Kimmy's patience, because I was like, bitch, what do you want? I can't give it to you, okay? And I was like, and Kimmy said Tisha's spoiled, and we spoiled her because she wants what she wants, and when she don't get it, she has an issue. So it's kind of our fault that we have done that to her. Kimmy made a great point. She's like, you know what? When I had to talk to Maurice about Kyle saying that I interfered in their marriage, no one said boo to me. No one said shit to me after she dogged me out. None of y'all defended me. Y'all had sad conversations about the shit, but no one came to me and did. No one defended me, including you. So you are requiring things from me that you did not even do for me, bitch. When she told Tisha that, when she said, you are asking me to do for you what you did not do for me, that's what I think is crazy. Tisha's, yeah, but I still feel like you don't show me. I'm like, bitch, how do we get back to you? How did we get back to you, Tisha? When she gave you a clear-cut example of how you are asking her to do things for you that you won't do or you did not do for her. You want exceptions. You want to be the exception to every fucked up rule or every fucked up thing you've done to some. I'm like, honey, yes, selfish and self-absorbed, because in the middle of a conversation, you still didn't get what she was saying. You still want to play victim. And I was like, get out my fucking face, Tisha. Go away, Tisha. Go away. Oh, girl. And it doesn't get resolved at all or whatever. I wonder if during the season it will. But Tisha, look, I hope we can get Tisha on the panel. We may not. But I want to ask her, on what planet do you think that you can want someone to defend your lies, to speak up for you, when you have not done that for them? What grants you the right to want that, bitch? How does that 2 + 2 is always 4? You think it's 5. That's my thing. It's the weirdest shit. And it just doesn't make any fucking sense. None at all. Not on my planet. Not on Earth. It doesn't work that way. And Kimmy just looking like, what do you want? What do you want from me, teacher? What do you want from me? I just, yes, had a whole meetup with Kiowa. And you pissed because when you lied on camera saying that y'all did not talk about mail, that she didn't back up your lie? Really? That's what it is? Girl, get out of my face. Okay, I don't have time for it. He did not acknowledge anything Kimmy said. She is slow in the head, and I slowly blame Wanda. I also give with Kimmy that she's spoiled. Now she's slow. I blame Wanda. Yeah, it was the ignoring every point Kimmy made and going back to, but you don't reach out to me. We should be hanging out. You didn't call and check in on me. I'm like, bitch, why would she? And at one point, Kimmy said, like, for her, she like, are we even friends? I don't know. because she talks shit about me, but want me to support her. And I don't know why. I say, but I don't know either. Leave it be. Anyway, that was the whole episode, y'all. Do not forget, tomorrow, the Ooh Ladies First panel will be talking to Kimmy at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Me, Bondi, Niecy, and Jamie. Okay, do not forget to come chill out with us. And y'all know the Thursday panel will be on Niecy's channel this week, so do not forget that too. I am Jaylee. I am so happy y'all came to chit chat with me. Okay, do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section on the replay, and to like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace out.